Was Jesus a communist? Let's look at the facts. In the book of Acts, we read that the early believers shared everything. No one claimed that any of their possessions was their own, but they had everything in common. They sold their property and possessions to give to anyone who had need. This sounds a lot like from each according to his ability, to each according to his need. A famous communist idea. But there's a big difference. Communism, as we know it, is a system where the government controls everything. The government takes property and decides who gets what. This often happens by force. In the Bible, however, the sharing was completely voluntary. People chose to sell their things and give to others out of love and faith. It wasn't a law they had to follow. It was a choice from the heart. Also, Jesus talked a lot about God's kingdom, not a political one on earth. He said, "My kingdom is not of this world." He focused on changing people's hearts, not their governments. He taught about loving your neighbor and caring for the poor, but he never told his followers to overthrow the Roman rulers or set up a new political system. The sharing among early Christians was a spiritual act, a reflection of their new faith, not a political program. So, while there are some interesting similarities in the way they shared their belongings, the core reasons are worlds apart. One is a statin force system. The other is a free will community built on faith. The question isn't simple, and the answer is even more complex. After seeing both sides, what do you believe? Was this a blueprint for a new society, or simply an act of radical love? The answer may lie not in history books, but within our own hearts. What do you think?